You are listening to the Live Your High Frequency Life podcast, and I'm your host, Teal Shu. In this podcast, you'll discover how to step into your natural, innate frequency and the highest frequency of the universe, love, to create and live the soul-aligned life you want. If you're a woman who wants to love yourself so completely, stand so fully in your infinite sovereign soul power, be your own safe haven, fill your own cup, and be so financially independent you quit feeling trapped by someone, something, or somewhere, then this podcast is for you. Because you deserve to be unmessable with by the world and live the high-frequency, soul-aligned life you love that is your birthright. And I'll share with you how you can start creating this reality for yourself through your frequency. But raising your frequency isn't about doing more. It's really about untangling yourself from the programming of the world, choosing love over fear, and living as your soul with your identity rooted in love. And when you embody this, your frequency automatically rises. You radiate the high frequency you that you were born as, and you start changing your life. I'm glad you're here. Hey, welcome back to this podcast episode. I'm so glad you're here. And in this episode, I'm calling it Your Fatigue is a Convenient Excuse to Play Small. Whoa, right? Fatigue is definitely one of those hot button topics for most people, right? Because it's wrapped up in this, okay, am I tired and I need to rest? Is it about taking care of myself and nurturing myself? Or is it I'm just tired, but I can keep going? What's going on here really? And so I hear that. I get that. And I am one of the first people to stand up and say, oh my goodness, love yourself, take care of yourself. Rest is not an optional thing. When you love yourself, rest is primo, primo, primo. When you are raising your frequency, rest is primo. When you are building, creating every aspect of your life, living your high frequency life, rest. Super, super important, essential, non-negotiable. But here's the thing. When is the I'm tired, so I'm not going to go do the things I want to do come up? And that then becomes an excuse where then you are playing small, where you are settling, where you are staying here in this life now, in this moment that you created, rather than expanding powerfully at a higher frequency, creating then your higher frequency life and everything that you want. What is that looking like for you? Have you ever noticed that? Where in your life have you ever waved the I'm too tired flag when, you kind of felt like you wanted to go out with friends or go to a movie or go out for dinner or go get up and take a walk or go exercise or go do even taking a bubble bath, right? That can be, as a mom, I get it. As a toddler mom, I tell you, taking a bubble bath can be work. I've yet to have one in I don't know how many years now, 2, 3, 4 years, right? But where are you popping up I'm tired, so I'm not going to actually go do something that actually sounds fun and feels good and is interesting to me because I am tired. True statement. I am tired. But I'm just still using it as a crutch to not step into that thing I want to do. Let's break this down. Give you a little story first. This is coming up for me actually a few weeks ago. So we went out to the mountains, right? We drive like an hour away up to the top of a pass. And there's this amazing snow park up there and lots of snow. And it's so fun to take my 2 years young daughter to go up there. And we just walk along in the snow. We do a little sledding. There's this gorgeous stream. Like the mountains are just pristine and beautiful. And we're going to go up there on a Saturday. Well, Friday night, we did not get quality rest, right? nourishing, restoring sleep. Yeah, it did not happen. The wee little munchkin was super restless. So my husband and I are like up like every hour. Something is waking us up. Something is waking us up. So come the morning, Saturday morning, we're all hopped up and ready to go. Yep, we want to go do this. We want to go do this. But, you know, mommy and daddy, we're dragging. We are dragging big time. And I mean, okay, yeah, we've been in the like sleep deprivation cycle now for mommy through pregnancy, you know, basically 3 years. So, okay, fatigue, nothing new. But it's gotten better. We've gotten more sleep lately. So we're all like, yeah, we're going to go do this. But we questioned it in the morning. Like my husband was pretty much ready to go. But I'm like, I'm feeling very low energy, right? I was really looking forward to going out to the mountains. And I'm like, I have this choice then. I'm like, Teal, I know that being tired is one of my ways where I personally tend to get in the past into a low frequency cycle where if I am tired, right, the programming that I have had is that then I tend to get a little more angry, a little more impatient, a little more worried, a little more stressed, a little more just wrapped up in myself, into overthink and analyze and fear, and also then into I'm not gonna do stuff because it's just gonna make me more tired. It's not convenient to do things I want to do because now look for these stories. It's gonna make me more tired, right? And if I'm more tired, then I'm not going to feel as good. And if I don't feel as good, then maybe I'm going to be grumpy. And then that's low frequency. And I'm just exhausted. And on and on and on and on and on it goes. Now it's a bad day, right? Stories, 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 stories. This is the processing for me personally that I have busted over the years. And so now when I see for me fatigue coming up and I look and I ask for clarity, is this Teal, nurture yourself, slow down, rest, time for you? Or is this you popping up as, I'm going to throw the fatigue card, even though, yes, I'm experiencing fatigue, I'm going to throw the fatigue card because I'm getting into stories about what it means if I do this thing I want to do. If I go to the mountains and have fun with my daughter sledding and playing in the snow, and we're all going to freeze our buns off and be cold, and this basically then we had a windstorm out there and it was very frigid and a ton of fun. So I guess I get to let the cat out of the bag. We did wind up going. But if I throw that card of, it's not convenient for me to go and have this outing in the mountains and this fun time I've been looking forward to, high frequency fun, because it's not convenient. And it's not convenient, not because I got to drag my little keister out into the car and drive out there. It's not convenient because, I'm going to become more tired. Why can't I just sit my butt down on the couch all day long? Yeah, like when is that going to happen? Yep, for quite some time. Being a toddler mom. Funny. I joke. I love being a mom and my kid, but just like every parent, we have our moments. But if I put this energy out, right, I'm just going to get more tired. And if I'm more tired, what does that mean for me in the day? I'm not going to want to come home and cook dinner. I'm just going to want to sit around, blah, 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 blah. And I see that cycle repeat. If I'm tired, well, then I'm going to be grumpy. And I feel like I've wasted my day and I made the wrong choice. And now my body doesn't feel good because I'm tired. Me. Whine. Excuses. Victim mentality, low frequency. Can you relate to any of this? Whether that's about, going to the gym or going and doing something you want to do. Read a book, take a walk, go out with friends, your partner, your spouse, see your kids, pick up the phone and call someone. Go on a trip, go shopping. Go sit by the lake. Go on a little adventure. Go on a hike. Whatever that is for you. Can you see yourself here? If you are like most women, you can, right? You can. We're pulling that card, even though we don't realize it. We're tired then becomes a crutch for us to get out of something that then we're putting the meaning on of it's inconvenient and it's just going to increase our perceived sense of fatigue or not feeling well or all these other things. And then we don't go do the thing we actually really, really wanted to do. We just settled. You just settled. When you choose, right, to not go out and have the fun, the thing like you really actually want to do, but then you're talking yourself out of it because of your fatigue. Yes, even though you're feeling tired, you're settling. You're playing small because what is happening here? You're staying in the comfort zone of the stories and the low frequency and the victim mentality and the programming of, yeah, I'm tired. So yeah, I'm just not going to go do the things. Even though if I go do that thing, you know what? It has a chance to just light me up. But I better not risk it because I might get more tired or I might not feel well. Or what if it doesn't work out? And what if it turns out to not be really fun? What if we get there and it just stinks? Stories, 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 stories. Wrapped up in that excuse, that self-protective mechanism that your brain and subconscious programming are talking you into, right? To stay in the comfort zone of don't go into that high frequency and don't go into that space of high frequency having fun or doing something you enjoy. Because the truth is, for most of people, the programming, having fun, enjoying life, doing things you really like to do, that's not your norm. That's not your normal. That's beyond what you usually do in your day in and day out life and then in your programming, your identity. Are you in the identity of a person that goes out and just has fun all the time? That it's safe, it's okay, that's great? Is that the first place you're going? Fun, enjoyment, high frequency? Or really, every day is your norm. You're just kind of like, yep, getting through the day. Ho-hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. And fun maybe happens on the weekends. Maybe we're going to have an adventure on the weekends. Or maybe I'll do something on a Friday night, right? It is the less frequent thing. So that less frequent thing is uncomfortable and looked at as less normal and less safe by your beautiful brain, nervous system, and subconscious mind. So your natural programming is quite happy to just say, yeah, don't go do the fun. Throw the tired card. Make the excuse, even though it's something you really want to do. And sure, you're tired, but are you really that tired? If you knew it was going to be so fun and everything was going to be just great and work out, would you go and do it in spite of whatever tired you are feeling? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. And that will also help you differentiate, because only you know the answer to this, between, yes, prioritizing rest. This is a season, a moment, a day, an hour, whatever the season length is for you, of rest, nurture, care. Go get the sleep. Go take the nap. Go take the day, the weekend, the week, the month, whatever it is you need to rest, nurture, and bless yourself with the care and rest you need, versus when you're using it as that crutch to stay in convenience, in comfort, rather than go and doing something just that is so fun and so lighting you up, right? See the difference. Ask the question. If I went and did this thing, I'll repeat this again. If I went and did this thing I really wanted to do before I started making excuses about how tired I'm feeling, if it was an amazing experience and I had so much fun and it was fabulous, do I value that more than this sensation of fatigue I'm feeling in my body right now? Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Busting out of this cycle, because this is a cycle I see constantly. Like, of course, I saw it in myself, right? Broken that programming in myself. And this is then sharing with the women I work with as well. I see this constantly, right? Because we are programmed and taught by the world to be the doers, the goers. The women I work with are the overachievers, the driven women, the ambitious women. Like, they're go, go, go. They are doing and moving and shaking just like you. So making the distinction of now what we're all talking about all the time is like, slow down, do less, rest. Yes, absolutely. But it's that razor's edge between the slow down and the rest that, yes, absolutely, support yourself, nurture your energy you need to be fully, supported in mind, body, spirit, and energy, right? Rest is essential. Versus, slow down, take the break, do the rest. And now, I'm giving up the stuff that I actually really want to do and that's fun in my life because, it feels uncomfortable. It feels inconvenient. I feel like I have a story here that says it's not going to work out as well as I want it to. And so I'm going to lean into that story and get into my victim mentality. It's a razor's edge here. It's a razor's edge here. And that is then your work of paying attention to that and sussing that out and sensing that inside, how your body feels about it, how your heart feels about it. And because your programming is always still going to talk you out of things. So it's paying attention to that first thought you've had, which was, oh, this is fun. I want to go do that. And then look what kicked in shortly thereafter. The other thoughts and voices of, I don't know if I still want to do that because I'm really tired. Right? You've had that happen, right? Now, as I gave away the cat out of the bag earlier, yes, my trip to the mountains, yes, I was like, ooh, I see this pattern in myself. Heck no, I'm going to go and have fun. Fun is one of my highest values right now in this season of my life. Go, have fun. Having fun, doing that great stuff you want to do, guess what? It's going to raise your frequency. It's going to raise your frequency and it's going to feel good. And then that in and of itself, if we look at this biologically, boom, releasing feel-good chemicals into your body. Biologically, then chances are, you know what? You're going to actually then feel less tired. You're happy, you're doing fun things, or whatever it is you're doing, even if you're just having a moment for yourself, that's great. Still doing, right? Being. Those chemicals in your body then feel good, and now you aren't going to feel quite so tired as more. And you are then proving to yourself, hey, look, I went and did the fun thing, even though my brain was trying to convince me, hey, take a break because you're too tired. Just because it felt inconvenient and it didn't feel like normal and it felt like something a little extra and I had to put a little more effort into it and a little outside my comfort zone and a little more and a little more and a little more. But I did it and it worked out great. And this is then proof to yourself, right? That you can pay attention to how you're feeling and your programming and what is going on between your ears and in your mind to feel and sense which choice to make. Rest or go pursue what it is you wanted to pursue in spite of the little voice saying you're tired. And look, it worked out. So you can make that choice. This is proof. This is proof. And now you have proof for yourself that yes, you can successfully make that choice when that little voice comes up again that says, I'm too tired, but you really, really wanted to go do something. And you're then helping yourself get out of the habit of settling. You're getting out of the habit of playing small by listening to that little voice. It's trying to throw a monkey wrench in the whole works simply because it wants to keep you safe in what it knows as your normal. And so honestly, when I went to the mountains, the three of us, we had the best time. There was no one there. We had the whole place to ourselves. this amazing Forest Service road out through the woods and the snow and the beautiful stream. We sledded, we walked, we played, we had a lunch picnic out in the snow, getting snow blown on us, the trees blowing, it was blustery. Started to have even a blizzard when we were coming back to our house. Like, it was amazing. And it was so fun. We had the greatest time. And I almost missed that if I'd chosen to listen to the little critical voice telling me, Teal, you're too tired to go do this, right? So what is your little inner voice, inner critic, the little voice in your head telling you? Listen in, pay attention. And if it's telling you you're too tired to go do something you really want to do, ask yourself again, this is your takeaway. This is your takeaway. Ask yourself, is the thing I want to do, if it is so fun and works out beyond my wildest dreams and is better than I even imagined, if that happens, is that more valuable to me than not going, than not doing it, than not experiencing it? Ask yourself that question. Now, I remind you, this is not about pushing through. This is not about doing more. This is not about ignoring your needs and nurturing and caring for yourself and resting and filling your cup. No, two different things we talked about earlier, But just like rest and nurturing yourself, and getting sleep and relaxation and having quiet moments, all of that fills your cup, consider also, does not these things you want to do that then you tell yourself you're too tired to do not those things also fill your cup? So, is your cup actually getting filled when you say, no, I'm too tired to do that because of that inner critic, that inner voice? No. It takes all these wonderful things in harmony, filling your cup, experiencing high frequency life and going doing the things that are calling to you and lighting you up and just feel so soulful and wonderful. That is just as important as also everything else that fills your cup, including good food and rest and sleep and exercise and relationships and all of those wonderful things. And it's a harmonious thing together that then creates the full cup for you, and truly then the beautiful high frequency life you're looking for, and that high frequency then that you live in and you experience and you enjoy. But look out for that inner critic telling you you're too tired, and seeing and asking that question, is this keeping me playing small? Is this having me settle? If I listen to this, am I just staying right where I am? If I listen to this, right? Am I just staying in my comfort zone? Is this more important than doing, experiencing, whatever it is I really wanted to do? Bust out of that. Build that muscle. No longer allow the little tired inner critic excuse, that victim mentality, that playing it safe, that convenience, that comfort zone, be the thing from keeping you from experiencing your high frequency life that you want to go have and live. Okay? So, blessings to you. I'm going to wrap it up here. Just have a magical day. Make an absolute magical day and go and enjoy life. Whatever that looks like for you, go and experience life. Whatever that looks like for you, right? Love yourself so fully that you choose to experience life in the way that it calls to you, right? Love is always the answer. The world needs you. Shine bright. All right, I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here and listening to this entire episode. If you're the kind of woman that likes to help others, then please share this with your friends, family, and circle. Because if you found value, they will too. And if you'd like even more high frequency and life-changing content, please connect with me on Instagram and Threads @TealShoop Coaching. Now, one last thing, I do have a personal request. I'm here to help make this world a better place for you and for all. So if you would, please leave a candid 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. I'd be so grateful. And through your big-hearted assistance, together we can help other amazing women just like you thrive. Thank you. Big hugs to you, and I'll see you in the next episode.